We've got action last night. We've got action tomorrow, Texans, Chiefs, and then we have Ravens, Steelers. I'll be at Arrowhead. That's what I call it tomorrow. Excited about that. But what a rally from the Chargers last night, people. Just when we thought it was looking like it's going to spiral after getting 40 hung on them Sunday in Tampa, against Tampa rather. They gave up 21 in the first half to the Broncos last night. No answer for Denver's run game, and it looked like the Chargers were on their way to their fourth loss in 5 games. I said, oh no, is chargering? I might have to call up Merriam-Webster and put it back in the 2025 edition of the dictionary, but then Dicker the kicker. Ladies love him. Cameron Dicker hits the 57-yard free kick to end the half. This is the longest in NFL history, and the first successful free kick of any kind, by the way, since way back in 1976. LA goes on to score 24 straight points. What happened to the defense in the second half? Where did they go? Where was the quicksand that they evaporated into? Unbelievable. This stuff, by the way, not even just the not losing, but the winning and the winning like that, that's not stuff that usually happens and maybe shouldn't happen for the Chargers, at least in recent memory. But guess what? It's all happening, and it's all because of Harbaugh. I'm going to give Justin Herbert his love, his whatever. Phenomenal arm, got the legs, bum ankle. One of the toughest players we know, playing through injuries all the time. By the way, I don't want to hear another word about him not knowing how to win these clutch fourth quarter situations. He had 2 to complete the comeback. This go-ahead that you're seeing to his left under pressure. Closer. This is Mariano Rivera last night against one of the best defenses in the league. He had an answer for every setback, every challenge. He was awesome to watch. Chargers move up to the 6th seed. They have a 97% chance of getting in now, but here's where things get interesting. The Broncos play the Bengals next week. Okay. Chiefs in Week 18. Tough ones. If Denver loses both, the Colts, the Bengals, and Dolphins are very much alive. Picture Sean Payton, a maniac, and you are the Frankenstein, and you are saying, you're alive! You're still in this. You can. And if that scenario, by the way, unfolds, the Colts get in over the Broncos if they beat the Titans, Giants, and Jags over the final 3. For the Dolphins to get in, they need to win out and have the Colts drop one of those last games. The Bengals, they need to win out and have both the Dolphins and Colts drop at least one game. So a lot of ifs, a lot of what have yous, a lot of in and outs, but that makes things very interesting. That makes me want to watch these games a little bit more with these wild finishes. Surely that's how the season will end as well. We got lots to get to. I'm going to bring in Mr. Matthew Hamilton here after we look at the slate together. It kicks off Texans-Chiefs. I'd love to see that tomorrow. I'll be there. Pre-game, roaming around. Andy Reid said he's playing. I told Nate Burleson that this morning. He's playing, baby! They got to lock up that 1 seed. KC, a 3.5-point favorite at home. Steelers-Ravens after that. Baltimore, 6.5-point faves there, even though the Steelers have won 8 of the last 9 in this rivalry. Is TJ playing in this one, for sure?
He is playing with that ankle injury, but George Pickens will not be. That hamstring is going to keep him out for a 3rd straight game.
Woof. Biggest game on Sunday as far as the playoff picture is concerned. It's got to be Vikings-Seahawks. Minnesota 3-point favorites. They're trying to snatch the NFC North and the 1 seed away from Detroit. Seattle needs a win badly if they want to take that NFC West lead back from the Rams, who I got to say, they are absolutely red hot. Before we go to K-Makers, Hamilton, did I get the playoff picture correctly? You heavy lifted that big time for me. And maybe just tell me what's most interesting to you after what happened last night as far as the playoff picture.
Yeah, you nailed it. I guess the interesting part is the Colts just losing to the Broncos in kind of horrific fashion probably have the best chance of any of those teams on the outside getting in, because they play 3 teams that they're going to be heavily favored against. The Titans, Jags, and Giants, 3 of the worst teams in the league. So you got to think they have a great shot to win those last 3 games. And for the Broncos now, the Bengals game is going to be tough. And then the Chiefs in Week 18, if the Chiefs don't have that 1 seed locked up yet, you know you're getting their best punch. The best case scenario for the Broncos now is that the Chiefs lock up that 1 seed ahead of time, sit Mahomes, sit all their key players, and give them a shot to win that Week 18 game and get in.
Say, and I'm not saying that I am, say I'm a bit of an agent of chaos. Say I like to mix
No one's saying
I like it to be, no, I'm very organized. I want. What am I rooting? What am I rooting for ultimate mayhem?
You want the Bengals to win this weekend, You want all three of those
Okay.
teams, Dolphins, Bengals, Colts, to win this weekend. And you want the Bengals to beat the Broncos next week. Then things get thrown.
Okay.
Week 18 becomes insane if that happens.
Okay, you can have your Steve Kornacki NBC. We've got Matthew Hamilton here who knows everything about the playoff picture, and I don't know that Kornacki could have handled a chaos question. I don't think he could. Also, before we get to K-Makers, and we got him here, we've got Kevin Durant on the show, we've got Robert Mays on the show. You sound kind of well.
I'm getting there.
You sound quite well.
I'm almost back. Oh, well enough to come meet you in New York, you're saying?
Yeah. You sound quite healthy, I might say. I'm so happy to